Hey Groovers, welcome back to the show. I'm so excited because I've got a really good ringtone for you today by the Telltale Club featuring the vocal of iServalan. Of course, moi. But I'm also really excited that the podcast is back live every day, sometimes once if I'm really busy, but sometimes twice. And today it's going to be 3. Why? Because I've written a new piece of work, I am writing, I should say. It's never finished till it's gone off to the distributor. So my new single is very much spoken word with all of the band. So we'll be hearing from Flex, Vapor Punk, iServalan and Beats Ministry. Now you can buy the higher quality ones on my Pond 5. So really excited about my Pond 5 because whenever I sell a loop on Pond 5, I get really ecstatic. And it's so little money, but it gives you such value as a musician when you actually do sell a piece of work. So this tip for today actually is about how do you sell? How do you sell without having to pay a lot of money? So let's talk about Pond 5. It's free. Amazing. It's free. Absolutely free, and they collect all the royalties for you if you license your music on there, if you give them permission to do that. Because I do so many ringtones and loops, I've got tons and tons of them, and there is an awful lot of competition. Of course there's competition, but if you're doing something quite slimline, they really like slimline stuff in my experience. So just a drum track with bass. The songs that I do are less, they're not downloaded really, they're not bought. Because the people who are buying this stuff are usually filmmakers, documentary makers, people who want a loop because they're going to put their own stuff on the top of it. Do you see what I mean? So you could easily, guys, really easily, totally for free, go to download GarageBand, which I think they do a PC version, but there are other ones. There's Ableton and there's a few others. But because I work on a Mac, I have to give you tips on Mac really. Download GarageBand, which is free, make some loops, upload them to Pond 5, and sit back and see if anything happens. Now, the more you upload, the more likely you are to get paid. I mean, obviously there's more chance. And I've been on Pond 5 for a couple of years. Well, it must be a year, perhaps more. And I haven't made very much money at all. But it's a really good place for a portfolio, a showcase. So you can say to people who perhaps are looking for a composer for a film or a documentary, or perhaps they want a session musician, etc. And you can say, well, look, if you go to my Pond 5 account, you can have a look at all my work. Fan-bloody-tastic, guys. Fan-bloody-tastic. So yeah, I'm really into my Pond 5. It's very easy to share everything. The more you share, the more people know about you. And I'm sort of, I've promised myself that in the coming weeks to really big it up a bit. Mostly because my podcasts keep getting suspended for the most ridiculous things. I'm not doing anything, I'm not like some right-wing propagandist or anything like that, but it's usually, and it's happened about 3 or 4 times, for spamming. So what I've decided to do is not put any links or anything in my descriptions, but just be really careful about what goes up, because actually the last thing I want to do is to be completely eradicated, and you will lose all of your podcasts. Now, the good thing about working in such an organised fashion as myself, I did manage to save my podcasts. So, and I only saved them because I downloaded them all from Spreaker, and that's one really good thing about Spreaker. Actually, you can download all your podcasts. You can't do that on Acast. There's no facility to download it. You can't do it on Pond 5 either. Because when you download your track from Pond 5, unless you buy it off yourself, which would be ridiculous, they have some dude saying Pond 5, like in a reggae Pond 5 thing over the, it's like a watermark. It's an audio watermark. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, enough waffle. What have I got? Oh, I love this one. Oh, I'll have to pause and upload it. Hang on. Okay, This one is called Looking for Honey. And because I'm working on a lot of poetry this week as well, a lot of spoken word, I'm kind of doing that talk sing. And I've used an English accent instead of an American one. I'm very bad at the American one, but I do know that people internationally respond better to an American accent. So that's why sometimes I do that. Depends where it's going out. The wonderful thing about contemporary internet is you really can sell anywhere in the world. So I see my sales are going up in Canada at the moment. Really interesting. I've never been. I don't know anything about it. I quite like their president. He seems quite nice, but that's it. Anyway, here we go. Enough. Looking for Honey. I love this ringtone. It's yours for personal use, etc. Au revoir. I'm just looking for some tall, big honey. Let's take a ride and spend some